I am making peanut butter eggs for Easter. All right, need 3 cups of white chocolate chips. Now let's see how many's in a bag, because I think a bag is not 3 cups. It is not. So a bag is 2 cups right there. And since I don't have any more, I am going to, so what you need is a bag and a half of white chips. And it's gonna be about another cup if I break it up. Maybe one more. Okay, so this is just white almond bark. I'm gonna put this all in the microwave and let it get melting. This recipe is in our Dining on a Dime cookbook, volume 2, on page 316. You can get it on sale right now for our spring sale. This is volume 1 and this is volume 2. Easy recipes to get you in and out of the kitchen quick with ingredients you already have on hand that your family will love. Visit us at livingonadime.com. About halfway through, you want to stir it so it doesn't burn. So I did about a minute, I don't know, a minute and 20 seconds. Okay. Gonna let it microwave just a couple more minutes. Seconds, not minutes. All right, gonna get this all melted, lovely, lovely. And then we're going to put in our peanut butter. Now, this recipe is in the description below. Get that all melted. And then we have 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. This is one of the, comment and let me know, guys, is this not one of the best inventions in the entire history of mankind? I am sure sweetened condensed milk fits that bill. At least our grandmothers and great-grandmothers, well, I guess great-grandmothers now thought so. All right, now you can use peanut butter chips instead of white chocolate chips if you want. All right, we're gonna get this all mixed around and melted. Now, since we are forming these into eggs, if you want, you can just let it get set up in the bowl here. But I am making several different varieties today, so I'm going to put them in the pans to let them set up, just so I can keep using my handy dandy microwave bowl that I love. It's made for popcorn, but this baby is the best microwave bowl. I love it. I have a couple of chips that didn't get melted, so I'm gonna microwave this for about 30 seconds and let it get remelted, and then make sure it's all stirred up. Okay, so got it melted. There we go. I just had a couple of chips that didn't get quite melted. Here, that I picked out before I found those couple others. Ooh, oh, yum. Oh my goodness, this is so tasty. Okay, now we have our pan and we have our peanut butter fudge, and I am going to let this cool in the refrigerator. You can let it sit on the counter if you don't have room in your refrigerator, but I'm going to let it cool, and then we're going to form our eggs. It'll probably take about an hour. Chocolate covered eggs for Easter for my hubby. He is the one that loves chocolate in our family. So I am making these for him. I don't know, we're not a big family of chocolate eaters. I think Mike is the biggest one. I know Dave and I don't really eat chocolate. Well, I do. I shouldn't say I don't eat chocolate. I just, if I have a choice, I pick vanilla over chocolate. I don't know, guys, are you a chocolate or vanilla kind of a person? I shouldn't say I don't eat chocolate because I do eat chocolate and I do like it. But I really like vanilla. And so I don't know what my oldest son likes. My daughter is a foodie, so she likes everything. And my youngest, he's kind of in the middle with everything. Okay, now we are going to melt this in the microwave. Don't forget to put your spoon in your used cup so it doesn't make a mess. Melt this in the microwave for a minute to a minute and a half until all the chocolate chips are melted. Stir about halfway through. Okay, since we're going to be shaping eggs, if you want, you can leave this in this bowl, but because I'm making several videos all in a row, I need my favorite microwave bowl. This is the best microwave bowl ever. I know I just said that, but my goodness, I love this thing. Okay. It's actually a popcorn bowl. All right, everything is melted, all nice and smooth. So if you wanted to let it just set up in here, you can. And I have my pan lined with parchment paper. And this doesn't have to be perfect since we're not making fudge squares. Kind of get it in there. Okay, so I'm going to let this set up in the refrigerator, probably 30 minutes to an hour. Then we'll come back and shape into our eggs. Coconut cream eggs. Now, don't have any white chocolate chips, but I have my almond bark. And I'm not quite sure how much this makes that I have left. So, I'm going to get this in. I guess that's not going to work. Get this in my cup and start it melting. And then I will measure and see how much I have. Okay, I'm going to stir it around a little bit here, just so it doesn't burn. I've got this all melted now, back in the microwave, and I've got a cup and a half. So this is a half a recipe, Dining on a Dime Cookbook, Volume 2. It's our fudge recipe in here. So I'm going to use half a can of sweetened condensed milk. I'm just going to guesstimate. That's probably good. Maybe just a titch more. Okay. Then we're going to stir that in. Now, if I would have used a bigger bowl, this probably would have worked better, but I didn't. So I'm going to get a bigger bowl and move it into there just so I can mix it properly. nice and smooth. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, now if you want, you can put a half a teaspoon of coconut flavoring in there. I am just gonna use coconut. Got a couple of bags of open coconut. Don't know how I did that, but whatever. Okay. I'm guessing that's about a cup and a half of coconut. All mixed in. Ooh, that looks yummy. I absolutely adore coconut cream eggs. That was my favorite. That and the white chocolate bunnies. Those were my favorite Easter candies that I loved growing up. Okay, that looks perfect. So we're gonna let this set up and then we're going to make our eggs. As I'm looking at my sweetened condensed milk, I only did about a third of a can instead of a half. But I think this feels like it'll be okay. So if I was worried about it, I could just add a couple more tablespoons in here, remelt it. But I think it'll be okay. So let me get to forming my egg here. It's bigger on the bottom than it is on the top. Okay. Do something like that. Then I'm just going to set them on my little tray here, and then we'll freeze them. And if it gets too stiff, just work it in your hands just a little bit and it'll soften up. Okay, now for truffles, I'm going to take my dough here. And I'm just going to roll little truffle balls. I'm going to throw these in the freezer while I'm getting my chocolate melted, just about 5 minutes. Some leftover chocolate melts from something else. Then my almond bark, so I'm going to melt those too. Okay, now my tray has white on it and I was going to reuse it, but I'm not now because I don't want the white to get on the chocolate. So I'm going to use a separate tray just to get my eggs covered in chocolate. Okay, just dip it. All right, gonna let these set up and then we will come taste test. Now, to dip my truffles, I just put them in my melted chocolate here. Now for my eggs, I'm going to drizzle a little bit of chocolate on top, or a lot. Or not. Nah, I don't like that. I think we're just going to leave them like they are. Well. All right, we got these set up. I will have Mike taste test. Oh, yum. All right, my truffles have set up. Oops, forgot that one. Oh, yum. I am ready to do my peanut butter, eggs, now if I had an egg cookie cutter, I would probably do that instead, but I don't have an egg cookie cutter, so we're just gonna go like this.
Oh my. Is that correct?
Is that correct?
Well, it looks like it didn't set up.
Dave is wondering if this is correct. Yes, it's correct. I'm playing with food today. Shaping eggs.
Nice.
Would you like to shape eggs, Dave?
No.
No. Okay, I'm not gonna do all this right now. I have to get this video done. So I'm gonna throw these in the freezer and then I will dip them and show you what they look like. All right, got my chocolate centers here. So, just going to form these into little eggs. Now I'm not gonna do all this because I gotta get my video done, but I'm gonna throw these in the freezer and then I'm gonna dip them. Okay, now for my chocolate. I have some left over. So I don't have any more melting chocolate. I thought I did, but I'm going to add my chocolate chips here and remelt this. Okay, I'm adding a spoonful of coconut oil just to thin it out. Okay, I've had them in the freezer. Got one little piece of chocolate just doesn't want to melt. It's all right, we'll just leave it on the side. Okay, so now I'm gonna stick these in my chocolate. Now we're gonna let these harden while we dip our chocolate ones. Right, now we're gonna let those harden. All right, if you have leftover chocolate, you can save it. And I just get a little container. Put in a little container. Especially now that chocolate is getting so expensive. There we go. Okay, I want to decorate the tops of these. So I have a little bit of leftover chocolate and a few of the peanut butter chips. So I'm going to do the chocolate ones first. Melt this in the microwave. Okay, I have my chocolate ones here. I have more chocolate, so I'm going to drizzle across the top. Okay. Now, going to let that set up. Now for my peanut butter. Just a few chips. And I'm going to add just a titch of coconut oil just to make it thinner. Now my bowl was really hot, even though I only did 30 seconds because I had so little in here. So I'm just letting the residual heat melt the rest so I don't burn it. Now, first of all, I'm gonna clean these up. Just make them a little bit neater. Oops. Okay. There you go. And drizzling, drizzling, drizzling. There. Okay. And now my white. Okay, now I know I drizzled these ones that are the coconut here. Turn it this way. So I know I drizzled the coconut ones with chocolate, but I didn't like that. So I'm gonna take white, and I got it all melted here. Just got one little piece left. And I'm going to drizzle these with white because I just think that would look so much better. Then you'll know it's coconut. And just keep your fork. It's kind of hard. Sometimes you get a little bit of a clump. Okay, I like that much better. Yum. Okay, so now I have these coconut ones and I forgot to do these, so I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so I'm just going to do these real quick here and get them all white and lovely. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Okay, now I'll let those set. And my coconut truffles are done. Let's see, how do I cut them? Lengthwise or horizontal? I guess horizontal.
That's what I would probably do.
Okay, there's coconut.
Ooh.
Oops. The piece of lettuce for my lunch. There's coconut.
That makes it healthy, Heidi.
It does, huh?
Yes.
This is for Mike. Chocolate.
Is that dark chocolate?
Semi-sweet.
Oh, yum.
This is not for Mike. Peanut butter.
Ew. Jack would love it though.
Okay, you want a taste test?
Sure. Ah, chocolate.
Okay, chocolate.
Yum.
Taste test. Is it delicious?
Mmm.
Does it taste like a chocolate cream egg?
That is, yes. Oh man. Super rich and chocolatey, and it's kind of fluffy in the middle.
Gotta love it, huh? Okay. Now try the coconut.
Don't make me try the peanut butter. It suddenly got hot here today, so they're kind of a little soft. Oh man, that was delicious. Okay, now we're trying coconut.
Yep.
Mike's a coconut aficionado too. Mmm.
So it tastes like a coconut cream egg.
Mm-hmm. You made me think, what does that taste like? Yes, it's really good. Yum.